Hello and welcome to today's edition of Mexico News Network's Breaking News Business. I'm your host, Elliot Bullman. Remember to follow us on all our social networks and to catch us every day by logging onto our website, mexiconewsnetwork.com, for relevant stories and news. Let's start with today's information. Rafael Marquez and Julion Alvarez not only face being investigated by the United States government, but now as a result of recent indications by Mexican authorities that they are linked to drug trafficking operations, the player and the singer will also have to face trials in Mexico, lawyers stated. The U.S. Treasury Department claims that both Mexican public figures did business with a drug trafficker, Raul Flores Hernandez, who is currently detained in Mexico and faces an extradition request to the United States. According to Mexican authorities, the process to gather information on possible irregularities in the activities of Marquez and Alvarez has already begun. However, both the footballer and the singer have already gone before the media to insist on their innocence and defend the legality of their heritage. The inclusion of both celebrities on the Treasury list, along with 18 other Mexican citizens and 42 companies in the country, has the effect of cancelling their visas, prohibiting Americans from doing business with them, freezing their assets and accounts, which aims to cut off the financial protection of a criminal organization, prevent criminal acts, or possible escape. In other news, Google is embroiled in a controversy over workplace equality after an employee posted a 3,300-word manifesto in which he criticized the company's diversity efforts. The memorandum suggests that women may lag behind men in technology industry positions because they're less assertive and more neurotic. This ignited a fierce debate inside and outside the company. The author has already been fired. But while Google is dealing with a public relations crisis over sexism and diversity, it also faces accusations from a more powerful body, the US government. The Labor Department sued Google in January for the company to file compensation data for its employees. A regional director of the Labor Department later testified that the agency found a systematic problem that Google paid less to women. The company has said it vehemently disagrees with that conclusion and called it an unfounded statement. The company said it analyzed the data and found that it doesn't have a gender wage gap. The government's demand, combined with the negative reaction to the engineer's note, underscores the enormous scrutiny under which Google finds itself. A San Francisco lawyer, James Finberg, said his office has been contacted by about 70 women employed at Google in recent weeks with complaints about pay inequality, promotion, and work assignments. He expects to file suit in the coming weeks. Moving on. Bitcoin, the digital currency, reached another record last Friday. The speculative frenzy has helped the currency's value triple this year. If you're a fan of Friedrich Nietzsche or Kelly Clarkson, the famous saying, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," certainly applies to Bitcoin. The digital currency reached another record this Friday after enduring a split last week that threatened to jeopardize its growing acceptance as an alternative medium of exchange and its legitimacy as an asset. The speculative frenzy that has helped it more than triple this year to over $3,560 has almost made it a household name, linking the cryptocurrency to everything from Game of Thrones to the price of avocados. And it's true that the digital currency has already become so common that even the film industry and TV has been involved in some way. Hackers have requested payment in Bitcoins for the rescue of material subtracted from successful series like Orange is the New Black. While hotly debated whether Bitcoin is just a bubble, the currency has risen more than 25% in the last week, and that has led to another heated debate over whether it will eventually reach $5,000, and investors are reflecting on a lesser-known quote from the 19th century German philosopher. There are no facts, only interpretations. And finally, let's turn to the markets. The Mexican peso increased 0.61% to 17.87 from 17.76 in the previous trading session. IPC Mexico increased 1.03% to 51,167 from 50,907 in the previous trading session. This was all for today. Thank you for staying with us. I'm your host, Elliot Bullman. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and log on to MexicoNewsNetwork.com for more information on Mexico and the world. Until next time.